Hello everyone, myself Dr. Preeti Yadav. I am a physics faculty in St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurugram. I am from Applied Science Department. Today I will discuss Maxwell equations in differential form and integral form from Unit 3 and the lecture number 17. Let's start. In my previous lecture, I have discussed Maxwell's first and second equation in differential form. Today I will start from Maxwell's third equation. And Maxwell's equation is basically based on Faraday's law in electromagnetic induction. And basically, what is Faraday's law? According to Faraday's second law, the induced EMF in a closed loop, that is equal induced EMF E, that is equal to minus d phi by dt. Here phi is the magnetic flux, and we know that magnetic flux is equal to B dot ds in closed surface integral B dot ds. Therefore, replace phi by B dot ds, and E is equal to minus curly by curly t B dot ds. Here the flux is B is equal to closed in surface integral B dot ds. B is the magnetic flux, ds the surface area. Any closed surface having the loop as boundary. We know that EMF E can also be calculating by in the form of work done. Work done in carrying a unit positive charge completely around the loop. Therefore, EMF is equal to closed loop E dot dl. This is the work done. Therefore, work done induce EMF in terms of work done. And from this equation, E is equal to this. Therefore, both are E. Therefore, these two quantities are equal to each other. It means closed line integral E dot dl is equal to minus curly B by curly T dot ds. This is equation 1. Now, according to Stokes theorem basically convert the surface integral into line integral. Here del cross E, curl of a vector field, and surface integral cross surface is converted into line integral E dot dl. Therefore, from equation 1 and 2, here E dot dl is replaced by del cross E dot ds and closed surface integral. Now, del cross E dot ds cross surface integral s, that is equal to minus phi s curly B by curly T dot ds. This equation must be true for any surface, whether it's small or large, in the electric field E. So the two vectors here is equal to each other. Therefore, del cross E is equal to minus curly B by curly T. Del cross E, curl of electric field is equal to minus curly B by curly T, means time derivative of magnetic field. This is the Maxwell's third equation. Now the Maxwell equation 4. The Maxwell equation 4 depends on Ampere's circular law. And what is Ampere's law? Ampere's law means the work done in carrying a unit magnetic pole. Here is a magnetic field. Therefore, here we used magnetic pole once around a closed arbitrary path linked with the current. Therefore, line integral of H dot dl, that is work done, that should be equal to path linked with the current is I. I is the current flowing in the closed loop. And we know that current is equal to J dot ds in terms of current density J. Therefore, S dot dl is equal to J dot ds. According to Stokes theorem, we know that Stokes theorem convert line integral into surface integral. Therefore, h dot dl line integral C is equal to closed integral del cross h, and h converted into del curl of h dot ds. Therefore, from these using of these equation, this term should be equal to this. Therefore, del cross h dot ds is equal to j dot ds. If you're taking common integral and ds, therefore this equation gives del cross h j. The above equation is derived on the basis of Ampere's law, because we start this equation by using Ampere's law, which holds good only for steady current. The current should be constant, but for changing electric field, for changing fields, if the fields change, therefore there is a change in current density, therefore current density should be modified. Now in that case, if fields are changing, the current density should also be changes. Therefore, this equation, that is the resultant of this equation. Here, this is the steady current density, and if we take divergence of this, divergence del cross S, that is equal to divergence J, and we know that divergence of curl of any factor is 0. Therefore, divergence J is equal to 0. But this equation with that equation contradicts the continuity equation, because we know that divergence of j, that is equal to minus curly rho by curly t. This is the continuity equation, but according to this equation, divergence of j is equal to 0, and but according to continuity, that should be equal to this. Therefore, this equation contradicts this equation. Therefore, Maxwell realized that the definition of the total current density, this is the total current density, is incomplete, and suggested to another current density J dash. And therefore, Maxwell modified this equation by adding another current density J dash. Therefore, curl of H, that is should be equal to J plus J dash. This is the total current density. Now, taking a divergence of the above equation, we get divergence curl of H, that is equal to divergence of J plus divergence J dash. And we know that divergence curl of H is equal to 0. Therefore, this term is equal to 0. Then divergence J plus divergence J dash is equal to 0. And divergence of J dash is equal to divergence of J. But we know that using continuity equation, minus divergence of J means divergence of current density is equal to curly rho by curly t. Here rho is the charge density. Therefore, divergence J dash is equal to curly rho by curly t. And we know that from Maxwell first equation is del dot D is equal to rho. Therefore, put the value of rho del dot D in this equation, and we get divergence J dash curly by curly t. Here rho is replaced by del dot D, means divergence of electric displacement vector D. Del dot D, del outside dot curly D by curly T. And we also write this equation in the form of del dot J means divergence del dot curly D by curly T. Taking common del, cancel each other. Therefore, resultant is J dash is equal to curly D by curly T. This is the value of current density, another current density. Put this value of another current density in this equation. Curl of H, J plus J dash. Here put the value of J dash here, and we get del cross H is equal to J plus curly D by curly D. The last term in the right of this equation is called the Maxwell correction, because we correct this equation by adding another current density J dash. Therefore, this is the correction equation, Maxwell correction, and is known as displacement. D is displacement, displacement current density. And this equation also gives the modified form of the Ampere's circuit law, or modified equation for the curl of H, because this is the resultant curl of H, but we add another current density, we get the modified form of del cross H. This is a very important question. Question is, write down the modified form of Ampere's circuit law or modified form of del cross H. Now the next is Maxwell's equation, all four equation now in integral form. Then we start from Maxwell equation and drive the Maxwell first equation in the form of integral. Now firstly write down the differential form of the Maxwell equation is, first is equation. Del dot D is equal to rho. This is the first Maxwell equation in differential form. Here this is a divergence, therefore this curly by curly x, curly by, this is the differential form. Now integrate this equation over a volume V, we get V del dot D dV rho dV. According to Gauss divergence theorem, divergence of D is converted into surface integral, means volume integral converted into surface integral. Therefore, del dot dV dV is equal to cross surface integral d dot ds. Or here we know that rho dV is equal to total charge Q. Therefore, d dot ds from this equation and this, d dot ds is equal to rho dV, but rho dV is equal to Q. Therefore, d closed surface integral of d dot ds is equal to total charge. And this is the integral form of Maxwell first equation. And here Q is the net charge contained in the volume V, and the S is the surface bounded that volume. This integral form of Maxwell says that the total electric displacement, this D is the total electric through the surface S enclosing a volume V, is equal to the total charge contained within this volume. Therefore, d dot ds cross surface integral is equal to Q. Here there is an integration, therefore this is the integral form of Maxwell first equation. Now Maxwell's second equation, integral form of Maxwell's second equation. First of all, what is the differential form of Maxwell's second equation is divergence of D is 0. Using Gauss divergence theorem, we convert surface integral into volume integral, but this del dot D is 0 from differential form of Maxwell's second equation. Therefore, this term is also equal to 0. Here this is only integration, therefore this is the integral form of Maxwell's second equation, means that closed surface integral of B dot ds is equal to 0. Also magnetic flux is equal to 0, which signifies that the total outward flux, magnetic flux in B through any closed surface S, this is a closed surface S, is equal to 0. Now, next is the Maxwell third equation in integral form. First of all, what differential form of Maxwell equation, we know that curl of E is equal to minus curly B by curly T. This is due Maxwell third equation in differential form is derived using Faraday's law for electromagnetic induction. Now, integrate this equation over a closed surface S. Therefore, we get integration del cross E dot ds. Integrate this equation, integration closed surface in curly B by curly T dot ds minus here. Now using Stokes theorem, converts surface integral into line integral. Therefore, del cross E dot ds is equal to line integral E dot dl. And from this equation and this equation, E dot dl that is equal to minus curly by curly T magnetic flux B dot ds, closed surface. Here only integration, therefore this is the integral form of Maxwell's third equation. This equation signifies that the electromotive force, this is around a closed path, is equal to time derivative of magnetic displacement through any closed surface. This is closed surface bounded by that path. Now the Maxwell fourth equation, integral form of Maxwell fourth equation. Firstly, write the differential form of Maxwell equation, which is del cross H, that is equal to current density J plus time derivative of electric displacement curly D by curly T. Now integrate this equation over a surface S bounded by a closed path. Therefore, closed surface integral del cross H dot ds equal to J plus curly D by curly T dot ds. Now using Stokes theorem. Basically in third and fourth Maxwell equation we used Stokes theorem and Maxwell first and second form in differential as well as in integral form used Gauss divergence theorem, because in first and second we used divergence del dot T, del dot E, del dot B, and in third and fourth we used curl del cross E, del cross H. Therefore we use Stokes theorem. Then using Stokes theorem, convert surface integral into line integral. Therefore from this equation and this S dot dl is equal to J plus curly D by curly T dot ds. This is the integral form of Maxwell fourth equation. The above equation states that the magnetomotive force, this is a magnetic force, around a closed path is equal to the conduction current, which is J, plus the time derivative, curly by curly T is the time derivative of the electric displacement, this is D is electric displacement vector, through any surface bounded by that path. This is all about today's lecture. Maxwell equation is very important from exam point of view in both differential form as well as in integral form. Now the important question related to today's lecture, first is write Maxwell equation in differential form, all the four equations. Second, derive Maxwell equation in integral form. Next is explain modified equation for the curl of magnetic field, means del cross H to satisfy continuity equation, means Maxwell, write down here Maxwell 4 equation. Explain Maxwell 4 equation in differential form. Thank you.